So hello everybody, today we have a package from Standard for my Glock Gen 434. It's a new performance trigger from Glock for Glock. So today I'm going to show you how to install this trigger. Comes in a package. For the Gen 4s you'll need this new little backplate. Take off the rubber, and this is the new trigger from Glock itself. The Glock Performance Trigger came out last year. Now let's install it. So pull back your mag a little bit, take this off. Let's start with the trigger itself. First we're gonna do this little bar here. Now you can see it, this one. To get it out, you got to take your decocking lever, play a little bit with it, and can push it right through. Take that out. Take out this lever. See it? Okay. Next is the pin above. Push that out. Take that out. Then stick in everything in underneath there. Pull that out. Take that out. Yes, before we're gonna reassemble it, we're gonna clean every part a little bit because this one hasn't been opened in a long time. Okay, then for our last pin, trigger in the front is loose, a little pin on the back. Push it through, falls out, and now everything is supposed to come out quite nicely. So put that aside. Now for a quick clean. Yes, after this I'm gonna clean it more thoroughly, but meanwhile we already have a quick clean. Take a little brush, get the dirt from under there. Dirt loose, dirt loose. This is not 1911, we are not gonna clean our guns for a half a century, so stupid. Just take out the big crime. This gun has seen thousands upon thousands of rounds. Haven't opened it completely ever, so yeah. Mostly I use a compressor to clean out the dirty corners. So okay, that's good. Clean. Clean. Now install a new trigger, not the old one. Put this one in, angle it a little bit forward. And it's supposed to fit in there nicely. Flat surfaces. Take a look if this whole lines. Like no, I don't know. You can see. We'll go. Yeah, there you go. Take the pin that goes in there. Stick it in from there again. Make sure it's flush. Okay. Next up is this one. Clean it off before I put it back in. I'll clean it nicely off. There we go, nice and clean. Stick this one back in there. That's the big pin. It's supposed to hold that down. Oh, it's a small pin, sorry. Force of habit. Now to stick this in correctly. Make sure it's flush. Now very carefully clean this off because this one part is very dirty. It's always protected, you can never really clean it, so I'm gonna make sure I clean it now, nice and good. There we go. Now put it back nicely in its spot to the left side of the trigger. Now you see it. We're gonna have to play with it to get the pin in correctly. It seems it's by side, so shouldn't be a big problem. Let's have a look. What's the first problem is? The first problem is the trigger itself. Wiggle the trigger itself a little bit. Put this back in there. No, I don't do this on a daily basis, so it's all new for me too. I'm gonna try to find a good point. Press it through. Wiggle it a little bit if it doesn't want to go through. A little bit forward, a little bit backward, a little bit to the side. And then make sure it's flush. Now, this was for the back on the underside. Now, because it's a Gen 4, we'll have to change the back plate also. So take out your barrel, take out your spring. Now, to take off this back part, you pull this back, and you have a little black pin here. Gotta wait, try to show you nicely. See this little black pin? We have to push this down, then slide this a little bit forward. Once it's a little bit forward, push this down, come on. And I have no grip. Great, I'm gonna clean my hands a little bit. It's too fat, too greasy. Put that aside. Be careful, there's pins underneath there, so once it's a little bit in front, take this. There's a little hole, pin here you have to capture, or you can put your finger over it, and we got everything. So we take out the trigger bar, we take out the extractor spring, give it a quick wipe. This is not supposed to be very dirty because this gets cleaned a lot by me. Was cleaned not long ago because I wanted to know if this thing worked. Metal to metal, plastic to plastic. Now this is the old one, this is the new one, I think. If you're not sure, if you put them together, the new one has a little bit bigger hole. See, this cutout is gone. Okay, now to put it back in, you start, slide it in the grooves. All I need here again. No, went a little bit too far this time. And we get our thing back in there. Pull it down. Okay, it's past the first part. Second part. Just push this in. And now click it as far as you can. Now we have to pull this a little bit down again till it's nicely seated. And this is not nicely seated. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. And give it a good push. And now you can see it's nicely seated. Install your barrel again. First gonna look if the trigger's good. Pushing the plungers. Trigger seems to be good. Perfect. Yeah, if you can't move this, just push in your striker blocker and you can move it freely. So don't worry about that. Push this back in. Now slide it on your gun and check your new performance trigger. You get the wall and it clicks in an immediate, much lighter feel. So tomorrow we're gonna test everything out and see you guys next time.